If you leave a bike sit for a couple years, this one's been sitting for 5, 10 years. Um, you get rust in your gas tank. It happens. It's not that bad on this one, but it's there. And before you clean the carb on a barn find you get and try to get it back on the road, you really need to make sure there's no more rust in the gas tank. So, how do we do that? Um, well, a lot of people decide to buy that uh, tank coating stuff. I don't even remember what it's called right now, but methyl ethyl ketone is part of the mixture there. I just remember that because it's a fun word to say. But that stuff doesn't work. Cream, that's what it's called. Sorry, that stuff doesn't work as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm not saying that you can't do it right. I've just never seen it done right. And I've worked on a couple of motorcycles, been a professional motorcycle mechanic for going on 8 years now. And I've run into quite a few of those gas tanks. And the stuff is always bubbled and floating in the tank by the time I get to it. So I never recommend that stuff. But I have run into a couple of just rusty tanks that I've gotten to fix myself, and I wanted to talk to you about how I fix them. It's pretty simple. All you do is go to Walmart, spend $20 on white vinegar. Now, don't just pour a little in there and slosh it around and expect it to get rid of all the rust. Fill the tank up with white vinegar to the top. And then you don't just rinse it out. You let it sit there a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks, doesn't matter, a month, because it's not going to hurt anything the longer it sits in there. It's just going to do a better job of etching the metal on the inside. The good thing about vinegar, because you'll notice in that cream stuff, there is one of the steps is to use an etching acid, but the etching acid they have will destroy paint. This vinegar won't do that. You can just, if some gets on the outside, just wipe it off. It's no big deal. Um, so that's what you want to do. Leave it there. When you're done, baking soda, warm water, rinse all of the rust and vinegar out. If there's still rust in there, once you get done rinsing it out, guess what? Start over. You'll spend $20 again on vinegar. Still cheaper than that cream stuff, like as far as what it's going to cost you in the long run. So once you get all the rust out of there, you want to keep it from flashing, right? Because that's what everybody worries about is like you've removed the protective coating from the inside of this, which you haven't. You've only removed the rust from underneath it, but fine. And you are concerned that now that it has rust, it will rust easier. Well, there's a way around that too. Once you rinse it out, you put Marvel Mystery Oil in there. You just coat it with Marvel Mystery Oil. Pour a couple of capfuls in there, sloosh it around. That'll pull the moisture off, like basically the same thing as WD-40. You could even use WD-40 if you wanted to. It's just Marvel's kind of easier to use. Um, Once you did that, fill the thing with gasoline and go ride it. That's going to keep the corrosion from forming. If you ride your bike, the fuel doesn't have time to collect moisture from the air and it won't rust. Now, you guys who can only ride in the season, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen in 6 months. This doesn't happen in 8 months. This is years of leaving your motorcycle sitting. So if you're not riding your bike and your tank's rusting, sell your bike to me. I'll buy it. I'll fix it up. I'll give it a good home. Someone will buy it off me who rides their bike.